Talks between Indian and Chinese army commanders to disengage troops from key friction areas along their border have ended in a stalemate and failed to ease a 17-month standoff that has sometimes led to deadly clashes. The two sides said Monday the continuing standoff means the two nations will keep troops in the forward areas of Ladakh for a second consecutive winter in dangerously freezing temperatures. India's defense ministry, in a statement, said it gave constructive suggestions, but the Chinese side was not agreeable and could not provide any forward-looking proposals. A statement from a Chinese military spokesperson said, "The Indian side sticks to unreasonable and unrealistic demands, adding difficulties to the negotiations." The commanders from both armies met for the talks Sunday, after a gap of 2 months at MondayThe on the Chinese side in the Ladakh area. Since February, both India and China have withdrawn troops from some face-off sites on the northern and southern banks of Pangong Tso, Gogra and Galwan Valley. But they continue to maintain extra troops as part of a multi-tier deployment.
Troops have been added at Demchok and Debsang plains, Indian media reports say. Sunday's talks came amid frustration expressed by the Indian Army chief at what he called the massive deployment of troops and weaponry by the Chinese side. Yes, it is a matter of concern that the large-scale build-up has occurred and continues to be in place, and to sustain that kind of a build-up, there has been an equal amount of infrastructure development on the Chinese side, General Naravane said on Saturday. So, it means that they are there to stay. We are keeping a close watch on all these developments, but if they are there to stay, we are there to stay, too, he said. The Chinese statement from Senior Colonel Long Xiaohua of the Western Theater Command said China's determination to safeguard its sovereignty is unwavering, and China hopes India will not misjudge the situation. Temperatures in the forward areas in Ladakh dropped to 30 below °C around January. The troops from both sides used to retreat to their traditional summer holding positions around this time, but since the face-off started in May 2020 have continued to remain close to the disputed border. Both countries have stationed tens of thousands of soldiers backed by artillery, tanks and fighter jets along the de facto border called the Line of Actual Control. Last year, 20 Indian troops were killed in a clash with Chinese soldiers involving clubs, stones and fists along the disputed border. China said it lost 4 soldiers. The Line of Actual Control separates Chinese and Indian-held territories from Ladakh in the west to India's eastern state of Arunachal Pradesh, which China claims in its entirety. India and China fought a deadly war over the border in 1962. Since the standoff began last year, the Chinese have been building dozens of large weatherproof structures along the LAC in eastern Ladakh for their troops to stay in during the winter. New helipads, widening of airstrips, new barracks, new surface-to-air missile sites and radar locations have also been reported by Indian media.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe